Vacuum chamber is basically anything which is disconnected from the environment. So what we have used two electrodes connected to the power supply. Power supply means any source which can give you a voltage. Alright? Now we need a photo also. No discharge plasma. So when we change the voltage, its property will change, as well as when we change the pressure, it is characteristic will change. Okay. So any question on this one?
Sir.
Yes.
So at this minimum temperature we will get this plasma. Minimum
Temperature. Okay. When we create plasma, okay, this is not hot. You can touch. Now temperature, as we understand, what do we understand? The hotness. You know transformer? How much voltage is here? Normally, what is the voltage here? 220, okay? 220. Now 220 volt, we cannot create plasma. So we need to increase the voltage. How can we increase the voltage? Using a step-up transformer, okay? So this transformer, it can step up from 220 to 15,000 volt. It has two outputs. These two outputs, okay? These two outputs, when one, this is called center tap transformer. When one is positive, another one is negative. When this is positive, the other one is negative. It is in opposite phase. So one side, it can go to a maximum of minus or plus minus 7.5 kilovolt. When one side is minus 7.5 kilovolt, the other will be plus 7.5 kilovolt. So the difference becomes 15 kilovolt. But we are not applying 15 kilovolt here. It depends on the variac. When I put this 0, the output of this transformer is also 0. When I put this maximum, this is also maximum up to 15,000 volt. So when I put somewhere here, it is proportionally we can calculate. So this is here, where is 0? So when I apply say around 40 here, must be 2-3,000 of volt. Okay, but at low pressure like this, even we can apply 400, 500, even 350. Around 350 we can get plasma. Okay, but since we cannot control much, we have this kind of we can apply for this must be 2-3,000 of volt we are applying right now. Okay. Okay. Any more question on low discharge? Okay. Now. First thing is, what kind of plasma is this? Huh? Is this a glow discharge plasma? No. Why? Because see, this system is not connected to any vacuum pump. Okay? This is also another measuring cylinder, and this is hollow. This is whatever inside pressure is atmospheric pressure. Okay? Atmospheric pressure, and this is created at the plasma is being created at atmospheric pressure. So what kind of plasma is this? This is arc plasma. Okay? This is an arc plasma, and this was blow discharge plasma. Alright? Tell me what similarity do you see between this plasma and this plasma? Any similarity? What is the color? Correct. Color is same. Okay? Why color is same? Why color is same? Huh? Why? Yes, correct. It uses the same gas. That's why which gas are we using? Which gas are we using? Which gas is here in this room? Oxygen plus? No, in small form we call it air, okay? We are using air. This is also air plasma. Because see, there is no gas supply, okay? This is no gas supply, no gas supply, so this is air plasma. And what is the major constituent of air? Nitrogen. So typically, both of them are nitrogen plasma. So the color is same. Okay? What difference do you see? What is the difference? What is the difference? Any difference you see between this and this? What? Acceleration, yes, there is acceleration, but acceleration is not a part of the difference. Okay? Suppose I feel like this. Okay, it does not go. So between this plasma and this plasma, what difference do you see? There, you there. Any difference? Any difference? It's like a spark. What about the size? Do you see any difference in the size? What is the size? What is the difference? Here the plasma is big, large volume, small. Why? Because this is created at low pressure, and low pressure it is easy to create plasma. So plasma forms everywhere. Okay? Because the mean free part is long, so plasma, there is ionization everywhere and they create plasma. What happens here? It is at high pressure. At high pressure, what is happening? It is difficult to create plasma, so only a small portion is being created. Last, any more difference? Here. Sound. No sound, yes sound. Why? No, it is not exactly like that, okay? In vacuum also, there is not totally vacuum, okay? It is not zero vacuum. We can never achieve, okay? There is some air there. Why sound? Okay, first thing is, how do we create sound? What is this? What am I doing with my tongue? When I speak, what do I do with my tongue? I move. When I move my tongue, what happens? It creates, before sound, it creates, correct, vibration. Okay, vibration creates sound. How does lightning create sound? What is the part of lightning which is called, which creates a sound? What is the sound of the lightning? Thunder, okay? Thunder. Thor is god of thunder or lightning, tell me. You know Thor from Avengers? He is god of lightning or thunder? Okay, forget about Thor. How does lightning create sound? How does bomb blast create sound? There is an explosion. When explosion happens, it vibrates the air. That comes to our ear and we hear a sound. Just like that, when there is a lightning, there is a kind of explosion. Why there is an explosion when there is lightning? During lightning, high current flows, okay, thousands of amperes. High current means high heating. I square RT again. When high current flows, there is high heating. When there is high heating, what happens to air when you heat? It rises up and it breaks. Now the question is, where does the plasma form? Where does the plasma form? At the lowest point. What is the difference between this point and this point? In terms of the distance between the two electrodes. Here, the distance is shortest, and as we go up, the distance between the two electrodes widens. Why? It's not why. But the question is, why does plasma form at the distance where it is the lowest or the least distance? It is because whenever you want to create plasma, it is nothing but flow of current. When you flow current through a gas, you will get Now, this is interesting not just because of the looks. In Tesla coil is nothing, it is just a step-up transformer. But here the step-up is very high. When the primary coil has few number of turns, the secondary coil has thousands of turns. That way you can increase the voltage to a very high voltage. It will be in, this will also be in kilowatts. In addition to the high voltage, they have also increased the frequency by using some electronic components, okay? So this will be in wireless transmission of electric power, okay? That's why he designed a Tesla coil. That's why this came after him, okay? So this is the wireless transmission of electric power. Now we don't know what is inside. Now what about if we evacuate the air here, the plasma from here? Can we test? Can we evacuate the air here? Right now we cannot. But can we evacuate the air inside this one?